Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back for another episode of HunterTuned. Today I got a box in the mail. As you can see, it is pretty big and heavy. So we're going to see what's inside of here, huh? You guessed it, we got the eBay coilovers today for my EK Civic hatch. Here it comes in the box, just like so. Get all this junk out of here. Get these out of the box quick, and then we will take a look at them. Okay, so I got the coilovers all broken down out of the box, and this is how they come. They look pretty decent. All the collars spin nice and free. The threads are, nice and smooth. There's oil on the threads. Everything looks actually pretty decent for the money. I broke this one down just because I kind of wanted to see how the threads were on the body of the shock. But all this stuff looks really good, honestly. It really looks worth the money. Oh, it comes with these little sleeves right here, and I'm not sure what these are for. It does fit over this very well, and I don't know if it's for, if you want to run like an EF spindle instead of an EG spindle. I don't know if that's what these are for here, or if there's some sort of spacer for something. I'm not exactly sure. And then it comes with like 4 of these thicker washers as well. Also comes with some spanner wrenches and an Allen wrench. An Allen wrench to adjust the brake line adapter thing right here, to bolt your brake line on. That's what the top of the coilover looks like. With nuts, which is pretty cool. A lot of coilovers actually don't even come with these nuts. Because sometimes they're a different thread than the factory ones, so it's kind of nice that they include these. Might be adjustable valving. It's got a clicker on the top. So yeah, these might have adjustable dampening on them as well. I really did not expect them to be adjustable dampening, as well as fully adjustable height and coil adjustability there. So for 230 bucks, you definitely can't go wrong with these things, I don't think. We'll see how they are once they're on the car, though. Now, I also, besides the coilovers, I also picked up a kit here. This is for the rear suspension. This is the lower control arms, and then a tie bar to tie everything together. I'm also going to be testing these things out. The control arms are extremely beefy. These are of really nice quality. They look like a Function 7 replica or something. And then the tie bar is a little bit cheaper quality aluminum, I think, compared to the lower control arm. But I'm still going to kind of put all this on the car and hopefully see how all of it works. Alright, what do you think of them coilovers, T-Bag?
Well, if they ride okay, they ride okay.
Yeah, I guess. I did not expect for them to have dampening.
No, that's new.
I don't think the ad said that they came with dampening. But yeah, I don't know. Think we can do some body work or on my Civic?
Oh yeah.
With T-Bag's Customs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, T-Bag's Customs?
With that, T-Bag's Customs. Check me out on Facebook.
T-Bag's Customs, hit me up on Facebook.
Alright, that's how you install a sticker here. You gotta throw it at an angle so it's more or less JDM.
Yeah, buddy. JDM sticker install.
And you gotta get all the creases out and rub it in like this. Yep. Get some heat friction since it's negative 50 degrees outside.
Yep.
And then,
you just peel her up real nice and deep like.
Nice and easy, like so.
Oh, you fucked up, dude.
Oh, it's
you
okay.
Fucked up.
It's okay. Oh no, that was from when I put it in Michael's pocket last night.
It's true.
It's true.
This sticker,
Oh, look, there's another sticker there.
It's a little better than that other sticker, I think.
Another sticker there. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about T-Bag Custom stickers? T-Bag's Customs stickers. Look at that EK. What's up? We might be getting some mint stickers as well, and some different color HunterTuned stickers like so. Alright guys, so we are starting to tear into this thing, and I got the car jacked up in the air, got the tires off. Michael is actually taking apart the rear part of the interior so we can get at the strut bolts that are on the top here. You got to get out 2 14 mils on the top on both sides, and you got to take some of the interior out to get at those top bolts. Now I already got the passenger side lower control arm out. These can be a little bit tricky sometimes because these bushings, the bolts will seize into the bushing, and the bushing will seize into the little sleeve there. So you got to use some heat sometimes and a good impact, which I have neither. But we got it out, and now I'm going to work on the other side. It's pretty easy of a job, but you just need to be careful you don't snap any bolts, because these bolts, especially on a Wisconsin car that have had a lot of salt, the bolts that hold the control arm on, so like the strut one here, the one that goes to the trailing arm, and then the one that goes into the frame up top there, those all need to come out and hopefully not break, because otherwise you're going to be in a pickle. So I'm going to get the rest of this side done, and then we'll proceed with installing the new parts. We snapped a bolt. The head of the bolt broke off. That's, like I said, it's super common on these things when they're old Wisconsin rusty piles of shit that are 20 years old. You snap off the head of the bolt, and really the only thing you can do is either weld another nut onto the end of the bolt, or you can cut the bolt in between where the trailing arm bolts onto the control arm. You can cut in between there with like a die grinder, and you know, we'll figure it out after we get the bolt cut, I suppose, but we'll just try to send it quick and see if we can get this bolt cut. Alright guys, so I got that stubborn lower control arm out, and I had to grind off the nut on the other side. So I'm just going to have to run a bolt and a nut through it now, which I've done before on previous cars. But this is what I was talking about. This is the broken bolt that busted in the lower control arm there, and I just took a cutoff wheel to both sides of the bolt to get this out, and then grinded the nut on the one side, so it's just a clear hole now, and I can run a bolt and a nut. So now I am actually putting on the lower control arms for the passenger side. It's kind of dark on the back side of the garage here, but I'll grab my light. So this is how far I am right now. I just have the lower control arm bolted on the trailing arm side right there, and I put the strut in, and I just got the top 2 nuts started on that one. So now I am actually going to be figuring out this rear subframe brace, which is right here. And from what I see, pretty much just put this over the frame side of the lower control arm, and then the bolts go through on this hole, and they give you longer bolts to use. So they give you a replacement bolt to run through here, so it's long enough to accommodate the subframe brace and the lower control arm. And that just runs through there. And then this is the tie bar that they give you, and it comes with little supplied brackets. And I believe the tie bar just bolts on like this, right where the bolt will go through to the lower control arm. So this will hook up onto there, bolt onto that, and I think we'll be good. I think I'm going to switch these nuts so the Allen head is on this side. I think that's what it's meant to be. And I'm going to get this all situated and then bolt this onto the car. Okay guys, we got the coilovers installed and all the suspension in the rear completed. I got the coilovers all bolted in, and this is what everything is looking like so far, now that everything's completed. The only thing is with these extra bolt holes here, so like here, 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 all those bolt holes are for like a sway bar if you're running a sway bar, and I am not running a sway bar, so just leaving them open. And I have the coilovers adjusted, not all the way bottomed out, but they're probably about 1 inch higher than bottomed out completely. I don't plan on being slammed with this car. I just want it to be a little bit lower and, you know, cover up some of the wheel gap that it had. and you know, just a good track stance. Maybe, you know, just a little low, nothing crazy. That's what we're looking like so far. That stance is actually looking pretty nice. Kind of exactly what I was shooting for. We're pretty level with the top of the tire here. Like I said, that's kind of really what I was looking for. This actually might be a little bit low for my liking. This fender might need to be rolled in a little bit so the tire doesn't rub. But maybe I'll just go up you know, 1/4 inch or so on this side. Let's check the other side. Yeah, same thing over here. Just might need to come up about 1/4 inch or so. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just got the rear of the car done today. I had a bunch of other stuff I was doing. I actually had to ship a shift linkage to some guy in California. He's a subscriber of mine, and he seen that I was at the junkyard and needed a shift linkage. So I went and got him one and sent it out to him. And I had to do some other stuff. So I only got the rear done on the car, but the rear is done. And I'm probably just going to tidy up some stuff tomorrow with the rear, because I do have a camber kit as well, and then some front suspension stuff as well that I will be installing tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that video. The rear is sitting pretty. I'm liking where the rear is sitting already. It doesn't seem like it's going to rub at all. You know, when I push down on the car, it doesn't seem to rub or anything. Obviously, driving the car will definitely tell if it's going to rub or not, but I do have a friend that has a fender roller, so if I do rub or anything like that, I may just roll the fenders a little bit. And the driver's side is currently about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch, probably about 3/8 of an inch higher than the passenger side, which is mint, because I like having the driver's side just that little bit higher, so when I'm the one sitting in the car racing, the car is level. That's usually how I set them up, at least. Same thing when I get in alignment. I'm always sitting in the car while they align it, which will eliminate any variables of you sitting in the driver's seat while you're driving. Sometimes when you sit in the car, it actually changes the alignment just so slightly. And every little bit of a difference with a front-wheel drive car makes the world of a difference. But yeah, I'm going to be installing some other suspension stuff tomorrow, and we'll get the front lowered with the front coilovers, but the rear and everything that I bought so far seems to be working great. Everything bolted on, pretty much straightforward stuff. Other than breaking that one bolt, everything went in pretty nice. And so far, I'm very pleased with the results of these coilovers, and I'm pleased with the lower control arms and everything. It seems to be all pretty decent quality for the money. Now, tomorrow I will be throwing everything else on, like I said, and we will be taking the car for a test drive to see how these coilovers ride. But they do have adjustable dampening, which is crazy for the $230 price tag. I did not expect them to be full body coilovers with dampening shocks. That is freaking amazing. I can't believe it. So yeah, we'll test drive the car tomorrow, get everything else done, and we will see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. Have a good day.